This video was filmed before Jenna quit her channel, so I didn't realize any of this had happened. This picture of Kermit and all the drawings of marbles I did belong to her, and I respect that, and I'm so sad that she left her channel. Thank you all for understanding.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be looking at some of my old OCs and looking at some of their reworks. So let's get started. I used to draw body types. I usually only draw girls because, I don't know, that's just in my comfort zone, and I don't practice boys very much because it's kind of hard for me, and I should probably get working on it sometime. You know, that's not what we're here to talk about. The OC we have up for today is Fumiko Kayato. Now, she is the ultimate model. As you can see, a girl. I didn't really know how to draw very well back then. I'm still learning. Of course, we all need to learn a little more every day. So here's what I wrote. Her quote was, "I made myself a hot guy's dream. What more could I want?" So that's her quote, and I have a lot more stuff on here, although it's like flipped the wrong way. But anyway, let's look at her rework. The final product is this. This is Fumiko Kayato now. As you can see, not much bigger breasts, and like, I like the sassy girl look. I used markers and inked this one because I didn't on the last one, just because that was old, and this is an old sketchbook that I'm using. So, as you can see, still has most of the clothes. Of course, the shirt is like not as low cut as the other one, and she has gloves on. So anyway, on to the next OC. Heads up, this one and Fumiko were both Danganronpa OCs. I don't think I have any more Danganronpa OCs to show you guys, but if so, I will let you know later in the video. I'm not the best at doing whatever this is. This is my first time, okay? Chill. Okay. Anyway, on to the next OC. OC is Sayako Imaru. So this is her. Of course, I didn't ink it, which was probably a bad choice on my part. Look, I stayed up really late drawing this stuff, so it's probably gonna be bad. So Sayako, as I might have mentioned already, is the ultimate surgeon. She carries some surgeon stuff everywhere. Like, of course, she's wearing a doctor outfit. So this is what her quote is: "I really, really don't want to deal with you, so go back to your hole or something." So obviously not the nicest, but probably one of my best, oldest drawings. So as you can see, I did the backgrounds too, just because, I don't know, I wanted to. Anyway, let's look at her rework, shall we? This is Sayako Imaru. As you can see, still the doctor's coat, and I love drawing short shorts for some reason. It's just a part of how I draw. As you can see, I changed up all the shading, so, and her hair is black because my original thought was brown, but I didn't have any brown markers, so I just used that color. And her eyes are green. She, like, of course she has pockets and everything. She always wears a mask because you don't know what you're getting into in the field. And of course, I had to make some adjustments to her character design. So it just kind of looks like this. It's not the best design I've ever done, and it's not the worst. So we're still kind of there. And yeah, let's move on to the next one, shall we? The next one. I'm so sorry for talking so dang loud. There is an AC unit blasting over there, and we're in a new place again because this is just temporary. Don't worry, we're not staying here for good. This is just temporary. I'm filming this here. I think it's what, Saturday? Anyway, let's continue. So sorry for keeping you waiting with all these messages. Don't mean to. Anyway, let's go. Next one isn't a Danganronpa character that I made, and it also isn't a, like, it isn't from any show that I've ever watched. So let's get to it. So this is Kiki Izuki. Sorry, I had to look that over. And I'll tell you her backstory in just a minute. So as you can probably notice, she only has one arm. Didn't ink it. Chest oddly shaped, and you can't read this, but she said Jacob because that's her best friend. Anyway, to her backstory. So her backstory is basically she had cancer in her arm and they had to cut it off, but it eventually spread to her entire body. I don't know why I put an eye patch on there, but she fought really hard, but eventually died in the end, which was sad. Even I thought that was sad, even though it's my OC that I made up the story for. I didn't draw Jacob because, as I said in the beginning, I'm not good at drawing guys, okay? So anyway, let's get to the rework. Alright, see is finished. This is Kiki Azuki. As you can see, arm still in the right place. Got all the shading, my new shading that I just added. I actually just figured out how to shade this, like, kind of quickly. And I don't do well with hands, by the way. So this is just how the hand looks. I know it looks kind of weird. Anyway, her hair is blonde. Of course, it was supposed to be brown, but I don't have a brown marker. You know how cheap I am. Anyway, her eye patch was supposed to be white, but I screwed up on the eyes. So it's just gonna have to be that way. And of course, she's wearing the medical gown. It was supposed to be like a bluish color, but I just went with pink instead. Of course, it kind of looks like a kimono. Oh my god. It kind of looks like a kimono, but it's like not a long kimono, of course. So this is Kiki Azuki. I have some other OCs to show you guys, just so you can kind of get the hang of what my OCs look like. Because I have some newer ones, some older ones, so I'm going to show you all of those. And then I'm going to show you an art project that I've been working on just a bit later. Anyway, I'll be right back. To the next OC. This one wasn't from too long ago. Of course, you see I have the old like breast shape, and I'll tell you her backstory. So she is like a ninja, and her mom, hear me out here, this is weird, I know, her mom is a like warrior from space, and she died to like save her child, and her child has all her powers now. So that's how you can see the purple streak in there. Her name is Star, and she's the protagonist of my story. So how I think of all these characters is, like, one day I'm just sitting in bed or something and I talk to myself, just because, like, it's kind of a role play scenario, and I love doing it too for some reason. Anyway, so I imagine all these characters, and they all play out in a story that I made, but they don't know me. Not like they know me, no, they don't know me. It's just like, they're there, I guess. I don't know. They exist somewhere. Whoever's name is Star, you must exist. Probably don't have superpowers, but it's okay to dream, you know? It's okay. Totally get you. Anyway, moving to the next OC and their backstory and everything. The next OC is her. Of course, I used some newer tactics along with some older ones for doing the shading and everything. Anyway, she was, of course, supposed to have brown hair, but, you know, Crayola decided they weren't going to give me a brown marker, so that sucks. I used these kind of markers, here, let me show you. Takes a minute. These kind of markers, and it didn't come with the brown, which I thought was kind of stupid. But, you know, it's Crayola. They can do what they want. They're a big town company. I'm not going to stop them from doing whatever they want. Anyway, continuing. So, her thing was that she was homeschooled for a long time, and she became a gamer. And, it's kind of in the Danganronpa sense, but not really. I don't really have a name for her, but, you know, let's keep moving. Anyway, so her thing is that she, like, made this mask out of material that can bend along with your face shape. And so it's like a hologram, but it looks like you're talking. So what it looks like is that she only has one eye. Here, let me show you a quick picture of what so this is what she looks like with the mask on. Of course, she puts on a wig and everything, so don't worry. And with that, it's just like she becomes an entirely different person. And she wears like a headset on all this stuff. And of course, the mask is like breathable and everything. but she doesn't go to like school with it on and like the wig and stuff just because she's afraid of people knowing who she is. And she meets this one guy, and they became friends, and they both play the same game. And apparently one of the dudes is like super OP, and she's OP too. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm still working on some. I'll get to them in a minute. Of course, I won't be coloring them or anything because I'm just going to be finishing to show to you guys. So yeah, see you in a minute. I haven't quite finished it yet, but here's a cute Animal Crossing sketch I was working on. Obviously, you might have seen that it's Isabelle, you know, she's a cool character. And then there's Goldie. I freaking love Goldie because she's the cutest golden retriever I've ever seen. Oh, aside from my dog. My dog is obviously cute. Of course, he's not here right now. Anyway, continuing on. As you can see, this OC is one of my favorites because she has those weird, creepy eyes that I just love to see. And her design is pretty much carefree. She loves kind of just like hanging out, but if things get tough, like she doesn't like it very much and tends to stay away from stuff like that. So this next girl on the right, she is with the other girl that I just showed just a minute ago. They are together in the same universe, just to let you know how like they go together. So it's like they died and came to the afterlife, and so like of course they had the same trauma and stuff like that, but you know, that's just how I decided to make my characters. These characters didn't come from a series. So anyway, let's get on to the next one. Now, some of the cute end credits, I made Mr. Meeble here. Of course, Jenna Marbles provided the picture, not to me, but to the entire internet, just so I could draw this, and I thought it was amazing. And then I have some Kermit ones and some other people that I'm gonna put up on the screen right now. Then here are a few pictures of me in Junko, just so you guys know what you're putting up with if you guys want me to post any of my TikTok compilations. These are some of my handmade Junkos. So yeah, this is what you're getting yourselves into.